What's up, y'all? This is Valencia Renee DANTZLER, also known as Mother Diva, coming to you live through Be Live. And I know a lot of y'all been waiting on this clapback because you know, y'all motherfuckers know me, and you know I wasn't going to let remix get away with that shit. I just had to take my time with mine because I'm a busy person, and I don't have time for fuckery and foolery. And since he want to sit up here and make not only one, but two videos about me, and in the first video, it might have been a second video, I don't know, he talking about how I wear this big ass house around my neck. So you know what? I got the biggest house that I have in my collection to make sure y'all see it. And I'm doing this video double. So I want y'all to see two of me. I want him to see two of me. Now I got my notes here because we gonna go over how this motherfucker will sit up here and lie, purposely lie on people. That's all he do. He get his facts all fucked up. Okay. Now you see, I got my cigarette just like he got his, but see, the difference between me and that stupid motherfucker, and yeah, he's stupid. And I'm gonna tell you why he's stupid. Because he sits on the couch all day and smokes cigarettes and drinks beer, and don't even have sense enough to get a fucking sponsor for his little show, you know. But that's okay. I'd like to give a shout out to one of my sponsors, Honey Rose. Honey Rose. Honey Rose. Honey Rose. I got my lipstick on the back of it. Honey Rose herbal cigarettes. They're chemical-free, nicotine-free, no additives, no tobacco. These are the kind of cigarettes that they use in the movies. So I want to make sure I gave them a shout out. Because, you know, I don't do free shows unless I have to. Show got to be sponsored by somebody. You know how that goes. So check this out. I got my notes. It's always an ugly ass motherfucker that got something to say. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I mean, I don't even see how some of y'all watch his videos because he is so ugly. It's ridiculous. It's always some ugly motherfucker that got something to say. Sit there on the couch all day and just talk about people. That's why your son told you you need to get a job. But let's just go over this real quick. And yeah, my video probably gonna be longer than 5 minutes because I got to go over everything. You said that I got fired from a receptionist job, but you failed to mention the name of the company. Like, I just met you like 2004, 2005. And I'm trying to figure out what receptionist job you're talking about. I mean, you said a receptionist job at a hotel. And I'm thinking to myself, what is he talking about? Now, I was a general manager for Motel 6, but that was before I even met you. Hotels don't hire receptionists like that, honey. They hire front desk clerks. Okay, they hire PBX operators. I mean, you need to come up a little bit and check your facts. But I was never fired from a receptionist job at a hotel. Furthermore, what I don't understand is there was a time where you and I were really good friends. And you just go off on the deep end and just decide to turn on people over stupid shit. I mean, you make these videos because you have nothing else better to do. You're lonely, you're depressed, you're sad, you're mental. Dude, get a life. You know, it's not even that fucking serious. You always got to try to find something to say to bring somebody else down. And that's because you're down in the dumps. That's because of the way you look. And then you go and post pictures of your family and all this kind of stuff. For what? Your family had nothing to do with the disagreement you had with me. Now, some of y'all are like, well, what are you talking about? Okay, let me tell you what happened. I'm minding my own business. I see a post that Marshall Jefferson puts up, rest in peace, Larry Sherman. Okay, Larry Sherman was the CEO of Trax Records, which was a big house music record label here in Chicago. Okay. Now, basically what happened with Trax is Trax pretty much found a bunch of talented kids and fucked them over, took their music, sold it all over the world, and didn't give these kids shit. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, people who fuck people over like that ain't resting in peace. So I made a comment about it. Now he wants to critique my comment because my comment didn't have good English. Like, really, motherfucker? You got some nerve sitting up here trying to critique my comment. You don't even look like good English, okay? I mean, one of your friends, one of your house music brothers, who you thought was your brother, used to call you lizard lips. I'm not even gonna say who it was, but it's somebody that's real huge in house music that was your friend. You might even know. He probably said it to your face because sometimes he does that. Okay, so I'm looking at your videos and I'm thinking to myself, where is he getting all these stories from? And I just come to the conclusion that you just really sit there and like to make shit up. Okay, but I come with facts. Okay. And the fact of the matter is, you got busted for selling bootleg CDs at the swap meet. Jill Scott City in particular. As a matter of fact, you told me, you said, all the time I've been down here selling these CDs, nobody bothered me. But the moment I sell the Jill Scott CD, here they come. I said, they probably set you up. And I was just wondering, somebody must really, really hate this guy to set him up to get arrested for selling bootleg CDs. I mean, who does that? Furthermore, you talk about how you remixed Jill Scott's song and two other remix producers came and stole your remix and it was nominated for a Grammy. Where's your proof? You always running around the internet asking people to post links and do all this. Where's your proof? I went through the entire YouTube. I went through other sites. I could not find your remix. And you the kind of person, you will always out somebody. You will put a story out. You will say something. It would have your name on it and the remix. If you was just even gonna put it out and say, look, this is the remix that was stolen from me. You said nothing, you did nothing. You didn't reach out to the Grammys, you didn't reach out to nobody. If you did, what happened? You ain't said nothing. Okay? And then you want to sit here and beat up on everybody else. You say disrespectful shit. You call me disrespectful, but you say disrespectful shit about everybody. Okay? You talk about the chosen few. You talk about Dave Risque. Dave Risque really let you have it. I'm going to show that clip. Y'all take a look at this shit right here. David Risque let his ass have it. My mentally disturbed squid turd sounds like a hemorrhoid. Yeah. Just skim through it a little bit so you can see it. And told him, I'm not going to block you. He said, I'm not going to block you. David Risque, he ain't no fucking punk. Now let me say this. The chosen few got their brand. I got my brand. And sometimes maybe we don't see eye to eye. But if I'm focused on Mother Diva, I don't have time to be talking about other people and their brands. The chosen few may do things a little bit different than how I would do them. That's on them. Okay. But I got love for every single person that has contributed to our scene. Even you. I learned a lot from you. You told me there was a difference between being a DJ and a turntable. That's something that you taught me. And I listened to you because I thought you was my friend. Okay. But you want to sit up here and go and make stupid videos about me because you don't like something that I said on Facebook, and I wasn't even talking to your ugly satanic ass in the first place. Okay. Then this is how you lie. I'm going to take this double scream off in a minute, but I just want to show y'all how I didn't call him in so many lies. Motherfucker, get your facts straight. We'll be back right after these very important messages from my sponsor.
The coronavirus is considered the largest known RNA virus, approximately 60 to 140 nanometers in diameter. The Just Breathe Easy Wellness Designer Mask is not your typical surgical mask. It's a 4-layer activated carbon filtered mask with a proprietary silver complex. The first layer is a hydrophobic non-woven fabric. Second is the melt-blown layer, a web-like filter that acts as a barrier. The third layer is an activated carbon filter. It's adsorbent with a relatively large volume of micropores that are 2 nanometers or less in diameter, and mesopores that are between 2 and 50 nanometers in diameter, which increases surface potential, creating high filtration performance. The Just Breathe Easy Wellness Designer Mask is modified to correct the problems of face cell leakage. The virus is large and the pores of the mask are small. Ask yourself, will I benefit from wearing this mask?
I caught this motherfucker at all kind of lies. Now I want y'all to check out. This is one of the videos that he made about me on his YouTube page. Now I want you to listen very carefully to what he's saying in this video, because I'm going to give you a timeline of his bullshit. Okay. I want you to check this out. Now you may get a little bit of feedback. Okay. Because, you know, technical situations is going on, but I want you to check this out. Check this out.
The woman is insane. And I'm going to tell you how insane
the last
she
time
is.
I seen
now, the last time I seen her in person
was in 2006.
Was in 2006.
Right? In Chicago.
Right? 2006.
It was in the south suburbs. When I saw what happened that night, I cut all. I was like, no. This woman is mental. Now,
right?
There was a
he cut off all contact.
A bar that had a dance area, DJs,
right?
The agreement between the owner, her, and another person giving a party. Both have their parties there. One was house music, one was house music. They bring their own DJs.
They bring their own DJs.
Now he don't even know what the fuck he talking about. That was not the agreement I had with that club. The agreement I had with that club is that this was a house music night, and I had a contract. Okay, and I get to the club and they got another birthday party and them people wanted steppers music. That's why it turned into a big argument, because the promoter sold us both the same night and told her she could have steppers music and told me I can do house music. So that's what the problem was. But he coming in like he knows shit. He don't know shit. I asked him to come and DJ because he's a turntablist. Okay. And he came to do that for my birthday. I'm going to keep rolling this because I'm trying to make a point here. The point is he said this was in 2006 and he didn't have nothing else to do with me after that. Check this out.
Is right. Okay.
So their
I
music
get there to the party with my date.
Okay.
The house music DJ is playing.
I get there to the party with my
Okay, fine.
The house music DJ is playing. I'm like,
DJ starts playing.
Okay, fine.
After that,
change over DJ.
She got irate and belligerent.
After that, she
just
got
went
irate and belligerent.
Then she goes to the owner
of the
establishment.
Then she goes to the owner of the
belligerent,
establishment.
outrageous
With the
behavior,
same
right?
belligerent, outrageous
I tell my date, hey,
behavior,
baby, let's
right?
go. We can go on back to the
At that
hotel
point,
because this
I tell
is
my
not going
date,
to end
hey,
well.
baby, let's go. We
We
can go on back to
leave.
the hotel because this is not going to end
We
well.
get halfway to where my
We
car's
leave.
parked. We hear another commotion
We
going
get
on outside the
halfway to where
club.
my car's
It's like,
parked.
okay.
We hear another
We turn around
commotion
and
going
look.
on outside the
She's
club.
arguing
Like, okay.
with the security guard
We turn
being
around and
totally
look.
belligerent.
She's arguing
Now, no,
with the security guard being
he was
totally
about 6'4",
belligerent.
300,
Now, no,
325,
the security
something
guard,
like that.
he was about
And
6'4",
he had a gun.
300,
Okay,
325,
license
something
to carry,
like that. And
you know,
he had
armed
a
security,
gun.
right?
Okay, license to carry.
He's telling her you gotta leave the property.
Right?
The owner don't want you in here. You gotta go. Your
He's
party is
telling her
over
you
with.
gotta leave the property.
You have to
the
leave.
owner don't want you in here.
She
you gotta
doesn't
go. Your party.
Okay, so let me stop it right here. The reason why I was talking to the security guard was because when I went to the owner to fuss at him about this music situation, he said, you know what? You need to leave. Because at first he said, the promoter came in and said, there'll be no more house music till Farley get here, because Farley was coming to DJ my party. And they was banking on that. They really didn't want no house music until Farley showed up. But nobody told me this. So I went to the owner. The other lady was upset. She was upset with me. I wasn't really upset with her, but she was upset with me. So the owner just got mad and said, you know what, you need to leave. And he gave me $100 to leave. So I'm outside talking to the security, and I said, well, look, Farley is on his way up here to do my birthday party. So y'all just gonna take my DJ and then I can't be in here? That's what the conversation was that I was having with the security guard. Now here comes this lie he's telling, because he's lying.
Go.
Party is over.
The security guard then tells her loudly,
right? She doesn't want to go.
Miss, leave the property,
the
or I'm going to call the Salt Village Police Department, and you will be arrested for trespassing.
Leave the property, or I'm going to call the Salt Village Police Department, and you will be arrested for trespassing.
She reaches under her skirt.
What does
she
this
pulls a bloody tampon out of her vagina.
She reaches under her skirt.
She hit the security guard.
She pulls
not threw it at him and missed.
Tampon out of her vagina.
Hit him with it. I was like,
the security guard with it. Not threw it at him and missed.
I look at my date.
Now I'm going to stop this foolishness right now. Now I want y'all to think about this for a moment. If I had threw a bloody tampon, okay, and he said I hit him with it. Now, you all know how small a tampon is. Now, I don't use tampons, which is another reason why he's lying. A tampon is extremely small. Okay, he's taking his hand going back like this. Okay, if I had hit a security guard that was 6'4", weighed over 300 pounds with a bloody tampon, and he's carrying a gun, that's battery, that's assault, and I would have been arrested had I done something like that. This motherfucker clearly don't know what he's talking about. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the story of what really happened. He heard about this story and decided to make it his own. The incident that he's referring to actually happened in 2005. And if you want some clarification, you can ask Steve Still Curly and you can ask Chip E. It was at a place called the Hot House, which was on Balboa, and it was after the summer dance. We had an after party there. Chip E was spinning. Me and my friends go in there, okay? And we bought drinks. We was on Chip E's guest list. One of the guys that works there, he comes and said, well, only 2 of y'all is on the list. The other 2 of y'all got to pay. So I went to talk to Chip about it. Chip was busy spinning. Now keep in mind, this was 15 years ago, okay? So I can't tell you the exact details of everything that happened. But I just said, you know what? These people are acting real funny. Y'all can stay. I'm just going to leave. Well, a couple of my friends was like, well, no, if you gonna leave, we gonna leave too. Okay, I said, well, you know what? Just stay here and I'll just go. And they was like, no, we gonna leave with you. So this is what happened. The security, whoever he was, I can't remember his name. He used to work at WHBK, and he's a brown-skinned guy that's missing a tooth. Now, if you find out who that is, then he'll tell you that happened at the hot house. And this motherfucker wasn't even there, okay? So I said, let me get my things. He was like, you don't need to get your things. I'll get your stuff for you. I said, no, I don't want you touching my property. I got my property. I'm walking down the stairs. And now I'm leaving, okay? So as I'm walking down the stairs, he's walking next to me. And he's yelling and screaming at me. I said, get the fuck away from me. Why are you bothering me? I'm leaving the premises and leaving the property. You don't have to walk me out. I said, leave me alone, not today, okay? And the reason I said that is because I was on my period. So I'm walking down the stairs. I get outside. As soon as I get outside, he's standing at the door and he says, get the fuck out. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm already out. He's still yelling and cursing at me. Now, at this point, I didn't know what he was going to do. I may be a big girl, but I'm short. Okay. So I said, you know what? I got something for your ass. So I reached in my panties and I pulled out my maxi pad and I waved it. I did not throw it. And that's when he turned around and left. And then I dropped it on the ground and threw it to the side. That's the exact story that happened. Okay. But let him tell it. It happened in 2006. Now, the point of this is getting to another point. In this last video that you all just watched, he specifically said after that, he didn't have nothing else to do with me. Okay? That was in 2006.
My date is looking at me. We're both looking at each other like, did we just see that for real?
Watch this.
I look at my date. My date is looking at me. We're both looking at each other
the
like,
same thing.
did we
like,
see
oh,
that
hell no.
Live.
How do you react if a woman doggone pulls a bloody tampon out of her vagina and hits you with it?
Oh, hell no.
I don't know, and I don't ever want to find
out. How do you
out.
react if a woman doggone pulls a bloody tampon out of her vagina
he has
and hits you with it?
Oh, we got a skin and bone.
I don't know, and I don't ever want to find out.
You don't want to find out because it was a maxi pad.
After that, I said, I will not ever...
Oh, we got a skin and bone.
Nothing to do with it. I stay way the hell away from her. Only a doggone...
After that, I said, I will not
psychiatric help would even think
nothing to do with it. I stay way the hell away from her.
Okay, you just heard him say that after that, he didn't have nothing else to do with me. He stayed well way away from me, right? Now, that was 2006. Okay, now, I want you to look at this video, okay? Because in this video coming up, he mentions my relationship with the Jackson family. But keep in mind now, he said he didn't have nothing else to do with me after 2006. Really? Okay. I tell you what, I want to keep the line of the continuity here. Let me show you this video first. In this video, now he just got through saying he didn't have nothing else to do with me after 2006. Really? Well, why in this video coming up, and you'll see the date, it says June of 2009 on here, he was defending me for some shit that went down on Deep House page. Check this out. So here's a video that he made about me in June of 2009, and it's on YouTube. You see the date says June 28th, 2009. And this is what it says. You see it has his name, and it says, this woman loves house music, but since she is not in the Chicago househead clique, people want to diss her because she is on something different. He was defending me for something that happened on Deep House page. Take a look at this video.
Mother Diva has a nice thing going on today at the Pride Parade, you know. Big ups, big ups. You know, she loves house music. I mean, beyond the beyond. You know, really made herself into really a character. But I knew when I read that post that incoming was coming. I mean, I knew it was going to be a whole lot of snide remarks, negative things, and this and that and that and this. I knew that was coming. But I say this, she's not a member of the house music clique, as I call them, and you got a lot of those cliques on this website and others. People that think that they are like the official, I know everything house and blah 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 and all that other bullshit, as they sit there and ball wash individuals. Because I can guarantee, if there was an after party for the Pride Parade and she was in charge of getting anybody on the playbill or whatever, and say that she had Timmy Redford coming in from New York as the headliner to play for the party, every damn one of yous would be all, ooh, yes, and you all will be all the fuck on her side.
Okay, now y'all just saw that shit. Okay? But he didn't have nothing else to do with me since 2006. So if you didn't have nothing else to do with me since 2006, why you making videos defending me in 2009? Now let me tell you what happened with that. I got an opportunity to be in a gay pride parade. And there was a business up in Boys Town. They said, you want to ride on our float? I said, sure. I posted it on Deep House page and said, come out to the gay pride parade. I'm going to be on this float at this time, blah, blah, blah. Well, I got a lot of hate for it. At the time, this person and I were really good friends. He took it upon himself to go and make this video to defend me. Okay. Now that was in 2009. Now, I'm going to show you another video that he made, because I'm showing you the timeline and the lies, because, you know, he fucked up in the head. Now, I want you to check this out. Now, he said in this video coming up that I had developed a relationship with the Jackson family, okay? And I'm going to show you when I met Mrs. Jackson and Michael Jackson's children, because what he's saying, the timeline don't add up. All right, so this is what he said. Check this out.
Last time we interacted on
Facebook was when I
doggone lies.
Called her out
for her lies. She got a selfie with Janet Jackson.
She ended up she got a selfie with Janet Jackson. Okay, she's been.
Didn't take a selfie with Janet Jackson. I took a selfie with Paris Jackson. Here's the picture. Lie detector number 5.
For as long as she's had that selfie. Then she managed to find out something about the Jacksons doing something somewhere. Jackson family. She goes there, she gets a shot of her and Tito.
She goes there, she gets a shot of her and Tito. You know, take a picture like Tito's relevant. No.
Didn't post any pictures with Tito. I did an interview with Tito, and You Heard Radio was the people who videotaped it, and the footage is actually property of You Heard Radio, but they gave me a copy. Okay, so that was an interview that I did with Tito at the African Fest, and I posted the video on my Facebook page, as I post all of the interviews that I do with people on my Facebook page.
Then she gets a picture with the mother, right?
Then she
that's
gets a
debatable.
picture.
She's going on
with
social
the mother,
media
right?
like, oh, I know the Jackson family so
She's
well,
going on social
and
media
this and
like,
that,
oh,
and
I
blah
know
blah
the
blah blah
Jackson
blah.
family so
But then she
well,
contacted
and this
me
and that,
when
and
she
blah
left
blah blah
from
blah blah.
California to go to
But then
Las
she
Vegas,
contacted me
so-called, to go to some type of casting call for something.
To go to
And
some
she
type
had
of
zero money, needed something to
casting
eat. Talking
call
about,
for
can
something.
I PayPal her $20?
And she had zero money,
I'm
needed
like,
something to eat. Talking about,
you talking
can I
about you,
PayPal her
Catherine
$20?
Jackson,
I'm
and
like,
the rest of them, the
you
Jackson
talking about
family, y'all
you,
so cool.
Catherine Jackson,
They got
and the
millions.
rest of
I'm
them
quite sure they can
Jackson
let a
family,
20
y'all so
slide
cool.
your way. Oh, she
They got
was pissed
millions.
after
I'm
that.
quite sure they can let a 20
Pissed
slide
off.
your way.
I'm sitting
she
here
was
like,
pissed after that.
Okay, now I'm gonna stop that and I'm gonna take this up out of here. Okay, so now here's the timeline, y'all. And if you need to rewind this, rewind it. He said he didn't have nothing else to do with me after 2006. So if he didn't have nothing else to do with me after 2006, how did he know anything about the interview I did with Tito in 2010? Here is a portion of that interview that I did with Tito in 2010. You see the date.
This is your one life. The world waits as you heard radio. What's going down, baby? We back in the building. We got the legendary Tito Jackson this week, Substance, and the North to Nothing movement. Show to find out what I'm talking about. So first thing we're going to do is jump into the Tito Jackson. Mother Diva, a good friend of mine, she did the interview for me, and so it's going down. Y'all check it out. Tito Jackson on You Heard Radio.
I'm standing here with one of the most talented guitar players in the industry today. You all know him as one of the original members of the Jackson 5, Tito Jackson. It is an honor and pleasure to meet you, baby.
Thank you, baby. It's nice to meet you, too.
You are just so awesome. Now, one of the questions I have for you, first of all, the Triumph album to me was the best Jackson's album you guys ever made.
You like that one, huh?
On Heartbreak Hotel, that guitar solo.
Yes.
It was so much feeling and passion. It was like, I mean, did you just like step your soul into that? You know, what were you feeling at the time you did that?
Well, when me and my brothers go in the studio, you know, we just play what we feel and do what we feel, no matter what it is.
Now, I did not meet Mrs. Jackson and Paris Jackson until 2011. Take a look at the timeline and the video footage of my pictures of myself with Mrs. Jackson and myself with Paris Jackson. You see, it says 2011. You see, it says September 1st, 2011. What does it say? Mother Diva and Mrs. Catherine Jackson, Jackson Legends Festival, Michael Jackson birthday weekend. This is the picture of me and Mrs. Jackson. And you see it's time stamped September 1st, 2011. Okay? Now I'm going to scroll up and show you the picture of me in Paris. That's the picture of me in Paris. September 1st, 2011, because I met them at the same time in Gary. So this is the picture that Remix was referring to. He meant to say Paris Jackson and not Janet Jackson. But remember, he didn't have nothing else to do with me after 2006. Lies and deception. So the point of this is, if you didn't have nothing else to do with me since 2006, how you make a video about me defending me in 2009, and then you said I called you when I was in LA on my way to Vegas, and I get to Vegas, I didn't have any money. I called you because I was going to an audition. That was in 2013 that I had that audition in Vegas. is correct. Yes, you are correct. I did call you. I had left Los Angeles and I had went to Las Vegas for an audition. It was an unexpected audition, okay? Because I had been in LA for a few months, because every year or every other year, I would go from Chicago to LA because I used to live in LA. But I'm back home in Chicago. I've been living in Chicago since 1999, but I will go to LA on business and go back and forth. It was an unexpected audition. I winged it. I went to Vegas to go to this audition, and he is correct. I pretty much ran out of money, so I started calling my friends because I was waiting on another friend to come down, but she was gonna, take care of me and work with me on this project, and she couldn't come till the next day. So yeah, I called him, asked him if he could do $20. Now, here's the thing. I have no problem admitting that. All of y'all that know me, y'all know I got projects. I got a lot of things that I'm trying to do, and I ain't got no problem asking my friends, my family, begging like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and all of them. They all got donation buttons, okay? But you all know what I'm out here doing. I'm trying to better myself, better the community, doing what I got to do. So the thing of it is, if you're my fucking friend, what the fuck is $20? I mean, you always bragging on the internet about all this money that you allegedly getting from the government, which really ain't a whole lot. Okay. I mean, you brag about $50,000 a year that you get. That ain't nothing to brag about. And furthermore, motherfucker, that money ain't yours. Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. Money ain't yours unless your name and your face is on it. What does that money say? A Federal Reserve note, which means it's owned by the Federal Reserve Bank. It ain't yours. You just holding it for a second. Always remember that shit, okay? But getting back to this situation, what is the big deal? I mean, last year, Andre Hatcher asked me for $5. I gave it to him. You don't know what people's situation is. I wasn't like, oh, well, you chosen few, you all this, that, and the other. I didn't go into that. He came to my event. He was trying to support Craig Cannonball, who had passed away, and we had a dedication to him. I fed everybody, and he said, Mother Diva, you got $5? I'm like, sure, baby, here. Because when you love on each other, when it's about unity and love in our community, it doesn't matter. We should be helping each other, okay? And brother, you need help. Marshall, you need to get your friend because he seriously needs some help. You want to sit up here and talk about my mental health. What about your mental health? And getting back to that situation, as a matter of fact, you came on my radio show around that same time that I was having that audition to talk about your book in 2013. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if you know this or not, but you might know, but I'm just going to let you know that there's some website that's actually selling your book for $62.19 in European money. Now, you might have done a deal with them. I don't know. But my thing was, when I saw that, I was like, well, I don't have a problem, even after all this craziness with you. You put a lot of truth into that book, and I have respected and appreciated you for that. I'm still willing to buy a couple of copies of your book and donate them to people because you was kind enough to give me a free copy. And I did the radio show, and we talked about the situation with your book. But it's this website that's selling your book for $62.19. I'm going to roll this clip and show you just in case you didn't know what was going on. Like I said, you might have known, but here it is. Now, like I said, I'll buy a couple of copies of your book and donate them to some people because I already have a copy. but I ain't paying that kind of money. You know, I think your book was selling for like $13 or $20 or whatever, you know, but if you convert that into US dollars, it's like 67.33. I'm like, no, that book ain't, I ain't buying Michelle Obama book or Michael Jackson book for that price. Okay, so, you know, no, but this is what these people do. Whenever it comes to house music or something rare, they'll jack up the price and sell it overseas, which is how this started in the first place. The reason for this video is a clapback of some shit I posted on social media because everybody was saying rest in peace to Larry Sherman, who ripped off all these people. What was Trax Records known for? Taking people's music and selling it overseas and getting a whole lot of money for it. Okay? And I'm always gonna keep it real, y'all, and tell you the motherfucking truth. And some people just can't handle that. Side note. Oh, I got a passport too. I can go anywhere in the world. There go my picture right there. I always show proof. Hallelujah. To me, he went on this timeline of this post on Facebook that Marshall Jefferson put out, this rest in peace to Larry Sherman, and made a conscious decision to make a video and attack me. But there were 3 other people on that thread that said the same thing I did. Now, I'm not going to say no names, but one person whose initials was PB specifically said, fuck Larry Sherman and his daughter too. And you did not make a video about this person or say anything. You didn't even respond. So why are you discriminating and hating on me? What about the other people that had something to say? Why didn't you clap on them? See, you felt like I was an easy target. You could just say whatever you want to say to me. No, motherfucker, you can't say whatever you want to say to me. Because there are consequences and repercussions to the shit that you say. Like me showing the world that you are a liar and you make up stories. And I have proven that with this video. In addition to that, you had nerve enough to call yourself trying to get me credit. If y'all go back and look at the video, you know what he said? He said, well, we can't say she's on crack. I mean, you know, look at her size. So we can't say she's on crack. No, motherfucker, we can say you on crack because look at your size. I mean, this motherfucker got a whole lot of nerve. He just sits there all day long and thinks he ain't got nothing else better to do. It's really, really sad. You know, and then let me tell you what happened last year, because he claimed that he tried to catch me in a lie, which that's his own delusions of grandeur, okay? But I posted on my Facebook page, to the world, he was Michael Jackson. To PPB, he was daddy, leave them alone. And PPB, if you're in the Michael Jackson community, means Prince Harrison Blanket, or BG is what he goes by now, the youngest kid. So he gonna come under my post and say, why you act like you know these people? And you be acting like you know all these people. And I'm like, I do know them. I mean, everybody knows that. And let me just be clear. Because knowing somebody and being extremely close to them is 2 different things. If you go and research my timeline, I never said I was friends with the Jackson family. Yes, I know them. I did some work for Tito one time, and I ain't seen Tito in 10 years. The last time I saw Tito was in January of this year when they came to Gary for a groundbreaking ceremony for the Hard Rock Hotel that they're building. The time before that was in 2010 when I interviewed him at the African Fest, and he hired me to sell his t-shirts and hats, and he paid me. The only people that I had a relationship with in the family at the time was Keith and Ron Jackson, who are the cousins who live in Gary. And there's an interview I did with Keith. I did develop a relationship with other cousins. but the one person that I am extremely close to, and that is Paris Jackson. Paris is like a daughter to me, and we fight like mother and daughter. Okay. Now I have proof of all of this. I can show you clips, videos, and everything of that I made, postings, and all of that that's out there. Okay. I have no reason to lie. Why am I gonna, just pick one person out of the bunch? Then he talked about, well, why couldn't I just get $20 from the Jackson family? First of all, I don't have Mrs. Jackson's personal phone number, but I'm sure if I did and I called her, she wouldn't have a problem giving me $20. I wouldn't even ask her for $20. I mean, that just doesn't even make any sense. Miss Jackson is not my friend. We met, we took pictures. I've always been forthcoming and honest about anything that I have posted. I have no reason to lie. I have a resume full of things. And all this motherfucker know how to do is talk about what he got. Well, what you got been destroyed. You bragged on that Mercedes. What happened? You crashed it. Okay? You always talking shit, but it always backfires on you. Now Facebook didn't lock your ass out for 30 days. Well, I got news for you. Hallelujah. You don't own Facebook. You don't own YouTube. You don't own Twitter. You don't own none of this shit. It ain't your Facebook page. None of this shit belongs to us. They loan it to us. They let us be in their space. And either we take advantage of it and get what we can out of it, because I'm damn sure running my business on social media and have my coins coming in. Ain't no shame in my game, baby. Cash app me. Mother Diva's house. Here, let me put it up here real quick. Let me see here. Because I know I'm going to get some, support from this video. Because people was looking for it. Okay. I done updated the crawl now. It's in there. Cash app me, that's Mother Diva's house. I'm gonna capitalize off of the situation. I mean, and I just want to say thank you for making those videos, because I got people who added me as a friend. They liked my pages. I got donations. So if you want to continue to make videos about me, honey, go right ahead. I mean, actually, you was very obedient, because I posted on there, go ahead and make a video about me. So you actually did what I said you should have done. Okay. Now I want to just move on. First of all, I want to show you guys something, because he talked about me throwing tampons, and I explained earlier that it was a maxi pad. So I want to just show you guys. I'm not going to tell you the name of this brand, but if you reach out to me, you can inbox me at Mother Diva's house. If you're friends with me, Valencia Renee Dantzler on Facebook, you can send a message here on YouTube, however you want to do it. But these maxi pads right here, I want you to check this out. They have this layer of ions in them, and they're really great for pain. If you going through menopause, it pulls that pain out. There have been men who have cut this ion strip out and literally put it on their knees and their feet. It is really very helpful. So this is actually the pad. If you want to know what company this is, my supplier is out of Las Vegas. I get these from a company in Las Vegas called Be Pain Free. And let me show you this one. These are actually the panty liners, because some of you ladies don't have periods anymore. But the panty liners, they really help people with pain. And if you have fibroids or anything, this ion strip is what the secret is to pull the pain out of there. So I want to let you know. So just reach out to me, and I will get this information to you. I want to address this issue of me not being relevant, because he also said on his video that I was not relevant to Chicago, the rest of the world, or house music, however the fuck he put it, okay? So when you say someone is not relevant, you need to post proof. Well, I'm going to show you proof of how relevant I really am and what I do mean to the community, because I have documents, darling, to back it up. Roll the clip.
See, he want to sit up here and say that I'm irrelevant to Chicago and I'm irrelevant to house music, but ain't never posted no proof. Where's your proof, motherfucker, that I'm irrelevant? Because according to this document, I'm relevant. Let's see what this says. Be it resolved that we, the mayor of the city council, declare on the 5-year anniversary of Miss Valencia Mother Diva DANTZLER producing house/EDM music, health and wellness, community awareness DJ sets at the Richard J. Daley Center, hereby declare April 16th, Madam Ambassador of House/EDM Music Day in the city of Chicago. And be it further resolved that a suitable copy of this resolution, Okay. Signed by, who is that? Oh, Mayor Rahm Emanuel. Oh, I thought I was irrelevant. Hallelujah. So, I must be significant to this person. This is from Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. It says, shout out to Valencia RENEE DANTZLER for being there for me. I appreciate you so much. And this was posted April 13th at 8:17 p.m. on Paris's page. That's her picture. Let me see. Click on it. And there are ways that you can find out if these, Facebook pages are verifiable. Okay. There's a ton of stuff up here. Her birthday was April 3rd. I'm just showing you guys different things that was put on the page. And there's my post. Okay, so now this is a post that I put on my page. I had screenshot something that Paris posted on her page. This was last year when the city of Chicago named a holiday after me, April 16th. And I put this post on my page. I'm going to read this. You see that the date is April 17, 2019. It says, I love this young lady so much. This was very sweet of her to post on her Facebook page. She has truly grown into a beautiful young lady, and I am certain her father would be proud. Thank you, Paris, for sharing my resolution on your Facebook. Paragraphs 5, 6, 7, and 9 were for you and your dad. I have known Paris since she was 13, and she is like a daughter to me. Okay, so here is the resolution that she posted on her page. As you can see, it says Paris Michael K. Jackson shared a post. And at the time she posted it, it had been 22 hours. But as you can see, this came, I want you to see this, because it's a post of something I put on. And so she said, so proud of you and all of your hard work with the community and with our family in general. On behalf of my fam and I hope you have a great day. Love you. And as you can see, this is the same resolution. You see it says the city of Chicago.
Okay, so here's some more proof of my alleged irrelevancy, which is relevancy, since, this motherfucker ain't showed no proof. So I'm just going down the line of letters, accommodations, and all kind of stuff I've been acknowledged for. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. This is, as y'all can see, this is from the city of Gary, Indiana, Department of Communications. You see, that's Gary, Indiana. This is for immediate release from Karen Freeman Wilson, who used to be the mayor in Gary back in 2000. 2012, she just recently left, okay? So this was our Gary's annual Harvest Festival and Trunk and Treat on Halloween. And I was brought in to produce the show. It's called Thriller Dance 2300, which is also one of my Facebook nonprofits that I continue the legacy of Michael Jackson. And we provide resources and school supplies for the children and underprivileged families in Gary, Indiana. So it says, Mayor Karen Freeman Wilson, the Gary Common Council, and the City of Gary, yada, 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 okay? This year's Harvest Festival and Trunk and Treat will feature, for the first time, a special entertainment segment beginning at 6 p.m. produced by MotherDivasHouse, a social media television series. He gets mad when they say TV. Give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what he don't like. Okay. It says a thriller dance. It's featuring the African tribal house music remix version of Thriller. And so we had a special dance crew to come in to do that. And I hosted and produced that segment. I had Thriller cake and gave away prizes, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we did it again this year. In 2019, well, I should say last year. So this was the last letter that I got from Karen Freeman Wilson, mayor of Gary's office. Let's see here. Okay, this was sent to me on November 7, 2019. This was from her chief of staff assistant. I don't know what LaLosa was, but anyway, it says Valencia DANTZLER, aka Mother Diva, the City of Gary Fall Harvest Festival and Trunk and Treat celebration on Wednesday. Well, it should have said Thursday. They made a mistake, but it's Gary. October 31st, 2019 was a tremendous success. As you know, the event is designed to provide our children and youth an alternative to door-to-door trick-or-treating, yada, yada, yada. Okay. It says, well, it was so exciting to have the participation of businesses, civic organizations, city departments, and others to join us. The event success is a credit to your fine support and participation. On behalf of the City of Gary, thank you for your support of the annual festival, your participation, Thriller 2300 segment, and donation of the lovely MJ cake, which was a Thriller cake, helped us to provide a fun and safe environment. Okay, so I participated in that. Okay, I'll insert the picture of the Thriller cake. Okay, there's a Thriller cake there. Okay, now this is very special to me as well. This is from Pierre Andre Evans, who is the creator and founder and owner of Go Bang magazine. He was a freelance writer for Soul Train. I actually was the person that got him the job with Soul Train. He was feeling grateful on January 18th. And it says, as a freelance writer for Soul Train, 2013 to 2016, I gained the opportunity to hone my writing, interviewing, and editing skills. It also gave me the opportunity to connect with those in the entertainment industry that I admired and grew up watching. I will forever be grateful to Valencia RENEE DANTZLER, aka Mother Diva, for connecting me with the iconic brand. Well, I guess I was relevant there too, huh? Remix. Ha! Hallelujah. So now you all have had the opportunity to see how relevant I am. But here is my issue. It's one thing to say that I'm not relevant, but it's another thing when it can affect what I do for the children. And what I mean is, I can deal with somebody saying I'm not relevant when it comes to adult shit, but you strike a nerve with somebody when you don't realize the blood, sweat, and tears that I put into helping the children in the community, okay? I was the first promoter, event producer at Daily Plaza to book a 10-year-old DJ to come to Daily Plaza and spin, DJ Marcellus. And because of that, he has grown in his career. He got booked by The Chosen Few. He ended up in the newspaper, and he also ended up spinning on Fox News. So I was pretty damn relevant to this child. And I'm going to roll the clip of the newspaper article so you all can see it. Okay, so this is the Indigo magazine news article of DJ Marcellus. There he is at the Daily Plaza. And this is what it says. Young Marcellus Wilson, better known by his professional tag of DJ Marcellus, is becoming a hit sensation on Chicago's house music scene. The 11-year-old music prodigy debuted professionally on July 26th, when he was in fact only 10 years old, at the Daily Plaza House Music Hot Lunch Mix with Mother Diva, where he was the opening DJ for other veteran DJs. Marcellus was accredited by Valencia DANTZLER, aka Mother Diva, who has been producing and hosting the House Music Mix for 3 years running. Now, this was in 2017, so I've been there 6 years, but that was 2017 when I had been there 3 years. With being the youngest DJ to spin house music at this event. Now, I'm going to scroll down a little bit here so you all can see. That is a quote from me. I said, this young man's performance has inspired our youth, our young people. Okay? That's his dad, DJ Monty Wilson. And there I am on stage, looking fabulous like I always do. DJ Marcellus. And that's my girl Julie in the background, who's an artist. She was drawing as he was spinning. She would come down and support. Mother Diva DANTZLER who is a talk show host, producer, Grammy member, and also known as Madam Ambassador of House Music, called DJ Marcella's debut at the Daily Plaza House Music Hot Lunch Mix over the summer a very important moment to Chicago youth. DANTZLER said, "This young man's performance has helped our young people, especially with all of the negative publicity and violence among our youth in Chicago." And then they put a picture of me in there from the MTV Awards when I went to the MTV Awards in 2007. You see me holding the house, wearing my house necklace, always looking fabulous. Thank you very much. So in closing, I would just like to say that the next time you decide to go and make videos about people, make sure you have proof of everything that you're saying. Because other than that, it's just going to be a bunch of talk. And the Bible says, prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. But I'm not going to get into the scripture because I know you don't believe in the Bible, and that's fine. You're going to find out soon what it really is about. Trust me, okay? But at any rate, here's the deal. You're very superficial and you're very on the surface. You don't stop to think about the fact that every time you put negative energy into the universe, it comes back to haunt you. You bragged about your Mercedes, and what happened? You crashed it. You go on social media and try to trash everybody, and what happened? Facebook suspended, not your account, motherfucker, because guess what? You don't have no Facebook account. Nobody has a Facebook account. Facebook don't belong to you. You don't own Facebook. We don't own Facebook. They let us use it. They let us use their shit. And we either capitalize off of it and get what we get out of it, or we don't. But don't nobody own none of this shit. You have nerve enough to sit there and pull dollar bills out your pocket, talking about this is, I have this in my pocket at all times. Motherfucker, you can't take that shit with you. You cannot take it with you. Understand this. A U-Haul truck is not hooked up to the back of a hearse, which means when you get out of this flesh, you cannot take it with you. Let me tell you something about money. Malcolm X, he died with $153 in his bank account. But look at the impact that he had on this world. Murals, street signs, schools named after him. We don't remember Malcolm X for what's in his bank account. We don't remember Dr. Martin Luther King for what is in his bank account. We remember the change that they brought to this world. So I ask you, Remix, what changes are you bringing to this world? How do you want your legacy to be continued? Do you just want to be known as a motherfucker who sit on the couch and smoke Newports and drink Budweiser and didn't even have sense enough to call them motherfuckers and say, hey, I'm always drinking your beer. I'm always smoking your cigarettes. Why don't you sponsor me? I got 9,000 YouTube subscribers. You always bragging about that. But you sitting there, lonely, drunk, mentally medicated, and you really need to go and get your neurotransmitters tested. Now, I'm going to type this in here because I want y'all to see this, okay? I'm going to take this stuff out, and I'm going to type in this company here. It's called Wellnicity.com. And I want y'all to go to this website. Now, this company will test your neurotransmitters. That's your serotonin, dopamine, GABA, and all that, because that's what's wrong with him. That's what's wrong with most people. Their neurotransmitters is out of whack and they do stupid shit, okay? You need to get your neurotransmitters tested because you on all that medication. The medication ain't working because you still doing crazy, fucked up ass, mentally insane shit. But if you get your neurotransmitters tested, they will tell you this is what you need to balance yourself out and there's healthy supplements and a healthy diet, and you will balance yourself out. You have the nerve to sit here and talk about people and them being in bad health when all you do is drink beer and smoke cigarettes all day long. Like, you ain't ruining your lungs, your respiratory, your heart. I mean, the cigarettes I had earlier, they would not be considered real cigarettes. They're flowers. That's just something they use in the movies and something they give people to help them quit smoking. You are in no position to dictate anybody's health, especially with that ugly ass face of yours. Okay? So, in closing, sit there and think about how you want to be remembered in this world. Because if you're just going to be remembered as the guy who was on YouTube talking about everybody, that is really a fucked up memory. But while you want to sit up here and talk about me and make videos about me, and I thank you. I thank you because I got more attention. I got more likes. I got more clicks. I got donations. And you actually was obedient. You did what I told you to do, slave. Ha ha ha, the joke's on you. So go ahead. If you want to make a clapback video, you want to clap back at me all day long, it ain't going to make no difference. I've proven to the world that you are a liar, that you're mental, and nobody really gives a fuck about what you're saying. People really don't care. Okay? They don't laugh with you. They laughing at you. Ha, ha, ha. House, hallelujah. And I wear my big, fabulous house proudly. Hater. Good night.